When that chute opens, all my pain, all that emptiness just goes away.
Three generations of bull riders fight to raise money so the family's young daughter can get better cancer treatment. They concoct a little scheme involving robbery in the Made in Texas movie Ride, and the world premiere is this weekend, presented by the Dallas International Film Festival. Here to tell us all about it, we got some modern day cowboys, belt buckles and all, who know a thing about movie making as well. Writer, director, and actor Jake Allyn, and everyone's favorite Yellowstone ranch hand, Forey J. Smith. Gentlemen, welcome.
Yeah,
Thank you.
So happy to have you here. Now, Jake, homegrown guy, you get to come here, you get to make a film in your hometown. Tell us what inspired this story.
Growing up, going to rodeos all around Dallas, I love the sport. I love the way of life it represents, and just felt like we didn't have enough of those movies in the world.
No, do you have rodeo experience, or is this just pure acting, pure vibes?
Compared to this guy, I got nothing. I grew up going to rodeos. I love to ride horses, but never bull rode until this movie.
Now, we do have someone in the studio who is at home in a saddle, our friend Forey here. And tell us about your role in Ride and the experience working with Jake here.
It was great for me to, all my characters have been pretty hard guys, you know, tough guys. And it was great to have a part where I was a grandpa. And I am a grandpa in real life, and I got to bring some tenderness and bring another side of me out that people don't get to see on film very often. I'm working with the Allyn family, and we I don't know how it's, we integrated the movie into a real rodeo. So working with the Allyn family was just awesome. Great people, treated me great. They had everything together. They knew what they were doing. And then being at a rodeo. Yeah. I'm like, yeah.
Boy,
let's
the
make
energy.
a movie. Yeah.
I will tell you, I did watch the trailer. It'll get your blood going. I mean, it just grips you from the very beginning. Jake, you know, your brother, you started out making short films. So tell us, what is it like to bring a world premiere to your hometown?
It's amazing. I went to the Dallas Film Festival about 12 years ago. My brother had a film here then. I was in college. And at that festival, I told my father, after I graduated college, I wanted to be an actor. That was the first time I told him that. So to come back 12 years later with my own film that my family was a part of, but that was the first time I was directing a film, it's perfect.
What do you really feel is most important about that way of life? You know, you talked about growing up, going to rodeos. I've been to a few. I mean, there is a special energy about it. What part of that did you want to capture for this film?
I mean, I certainly would love Forey to speak to that because it's so in his blood. But for me, it's the way of life and the legacy and the pride that comes with rodeo and the rural community that comes through in a sport, and it's competitive and exciting, but it also really honors the cowboy way.
It's also so much about family, this film. I kind of get that sense. You know, Forey, you talked about bringing some tenderness. Why is that important for a cowboy?
Well, we can't be who we are without our families, you know, and like myself personally, my mom was a barrel racer and worked cows, my grandmother, my grandfather, my aunt, my uncle, it's a family thing. And then what has always amazed me and impressed me is after you spend a weekend rodeoing with a bunch of guys, they're your friends forever.
Yeah.
I've got guys that I rodeoed with one weekend that live in Missouri, and I could call them and go, hey, I need to drop some horses off, or I need to stay overnight. And they're like, come on, Forey, you know, even before I was a celebrity. And when I rodeoed in Texas, I moved from Montana to Texas right after Urban Cowboy. You could get on a bull every night of the week, and 4 or 5 days of the week you could get on bucking horse and a bull. There was full-blown rodeos, but there was a bull riding every night of the week. And there was a family. We had a family. You know, you go here, you knew these guys. They're just the big guys that from different mothers, but we had a family deal.
Yeah. Now, Forey, we can't let you get up out of here without talking about Lloyd on Yellowstone. When you coming back? When we coming back? Anytime soon?
I'm supposed to be in Montana May 13th.
Yes. Breaking news. I love to hear it on WFA. You know, guys, I got to tell you, the trailer had me hooked from the beginning. I've already told you that. But the line that stood out to me, and I'm going to give you some credit here, Jake, champs ain't made riding. They're made in the seconds after you fall off. What is that lesson? And what do you hope people take away when they see this film tonight?
I mean, I
or
think
tomorrow night, right? Yeah.
I think the beauty of it is that it is a sports movie, but as in sports, you're learning about life. And I think champs ain't made riding. They're made in a couple seconds in the dirt. That's about rodeo, but that's about life as well.
I love that.
One of the lessons that I teach kids right off, the first thing I learned rodeo when I wasn't 7 years old yet, they taught me, think about what you did wrong and forget it. Think about what you did right and build on it. And that was just another way of saying it. It's, yeah, we're going to make mistakes. You hit the ground, it's how you deal with that. You're going to let it tear you down, or you're going to, oh, I made a mistake, but I did good until then, you know. And I think kids need that, you know. If you ain't making mistakes, you aren't doing nothing.
Jake, Forey, thank you so much for being here. Y'all, the film is Ride, the world premiere tomorrow night at 7:30 at Violet Crown Cinema in West Village. Go on out, celebrate a North Texas film. You guys are going to be there, right?
Yeah.
All right now.
It comes out theatrically and on demand June 14th.
It comes out June 14th, on demand and in theaters. Get your seat. Make sure you go to the festival. Support local, right? Go to dallasfilm.org.